can swap your experience. Well, yeah, but, just to compare your experiences with these guys. Yeah, so I'm just trying to create that platform. So, yeah, so 50s were a prominent time in history, as so are the first 10 years of the 21st century have been so far. The ending of World War II, things were bound to change, and obviously there was a really big social revolution in the 60s. And with moments that define the time, I've chosen to discuss these two key eras, the 50s and the first 10 years of the 21st century. I chose to do this because I felt like there was a need for intergenerational cohesion. I think it's important to create a better understanding of different generations, to communicate with a group that you may not have communicated with if this workshop didn't happen. Share feelings that may be similar or different, and to better understand differences. The areas of discussion that we'll all be talking about today. I don't know if someone can flip over the paper that's on everyone's table. Well, basically, the areas of discussion: family, holidays and travelling, politics, music, and fashion. So, basically, around those topics, I just want to ask, everyone a question, just to open up discussion, basically, around those questions. So, regarding fashion, like what style did you wear in the 50s? What was your, what sort of thing did you wear? For holiday and travelling, where did you go? If it was, abroad, or if it happened to be maybe somewhere like Devon or the countryside.
Which one? I'm in the I wasn't at breakfast.
And politics. If you supported anyone, who did you support? Who was your, who did you move towards? Regarding family, what phrases did your parents or your carers say? What was like the common trend in family?
You never had words like
what
that?
No. Foods do they like? For example, like if one of your parents said, "Have you make sure that you scrub your ears?" Just certain phrases like that, and the food that you ate, and music. What type of music did you listen to, and what were the trends then?
Richards.
Music that you could understand the words. Basically, it's just a platform to discuss those areas, basically, within your groups. And probably every 15 minutes we'll swap around, so everyone will get a chance to discuss different topics. So, yeah, does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any questions?
Did anyone want a coffee? No, they'll just be
So, one of the young people said, you spelled that wrong. Ross, can't you spell? And then there was a song called Fings, and what that used to be. We're going to play that right at the end. So generally, that's what we're after. It's very interactive today. So it's less of a lecture, us up here, because we wanted to make sure that you listened to what you wanted to tell us about what the 50s were like. So, you can do drawings, yeah, that's fine, yeah, do on that piece of paper, whatever you like, yeah? So, if we just go around there, yeah, so I'll spend a bit of time, and someone from the Future Jobs team will sit with you. So if I go on this one first. When I was so poor, goal in East United.
During the shelter, during the rain, we used to have a flower pot, a candle in there, and another flower pot. And we had it going day and night, so you know, even the candle. Yeah, the candle. You saying that reminded me. My husband put a candle in the outside.
Today has been a very good session, and you know, a lot of you do see some of the stuff that goes on today, and we don't really know much about what happened in the 50s, so it has been good talking to everyone. And even though I was just in the one group, I feel like I have gained like some more knowledge about what it was like in the 50s with what we talk about with politics and some of the other topics. But with politics, I have found that for one, women weren't really allowed to have much of a vote until much later on, and even when the law was passed that they were allowed to vote, they weren't really allowed to vote until they were in their 30s or 40s. And also, in terms of the parties that were in government, you had mainly Conservatives and Labour, the Labour parties, and all the other smaller parties weren't really too.
It seemed in the 50s people weren't as open-minded, or not, I don't say open-minded, but sort of just followed what they were given, just took what they were given. And as time has kind of moved on, people question things more, people are more open to different views. As with music as well, it seemed like in the 50s there was a really big jazz movement, along with, it seemed like the voting majority voted Conservative. Whereas now, in post-2000,
what is the point in it? What would you say is the point in wearing hoodies? What do you find? That's what umbrellas for, to keep the rain away and stuff like that. But people wear that for it's like to how can I say? It's a symbol of like a symbol of people out in the streets these days of a night time. it's like a sign of hardness or make themselves feel good. And then you've got people like, I don't wear that kind of stuff, I despise them. So I think this is nice to wear. You're a normal person, why can't you wear normal clothes? But then you've got people like that who are just, I don't know, I don't understand the reasons behind it. But then back in the 50s, it was normal clothes. It was stuff like long skirts, normal tops like up, normal, no cleavage showing and stuff like that. But to be honest, I don't know with these. Yeah, maybe that's different. No, you're saying that back then.
Sorry. I'll try and project as well as I can. Yeah, with holidays, I'd say they're a lot different now to what they were then. Back in the 50s, from what I got from my group, is you went on a lot more local holidays. You went to Kent, you went to places like that. You didn't go on planes to places like Australia.
No.
You didn't have as much choice, I'd say. Now you have that option. You have that option of getting on the planes, travelling to Australia. Like I said, you can go to America. It's not costing you as much as what it would have back then either. So back then, you think about going to America, you'd have to be quite a rich person to go to America and have your 2-3 week holiday there. Now it's more of a common thing. You have that more money, you can travel further. You can have that longer holiday and further out because you've got that more option to go there. The one thing I'd say about the similar...
This will be at the door and we've got to give you a ticket, that's right, yeah. We've got to give you a ticket to get your lunch.